Across Africa's sunlit grasslands, where the horizon stretches endlessly, a singular silhouette emerges, a testament to speed and grace. This is the cheetah, Acinonyx jubatus, a name that echoes through the ages. It is the fastest land animal on Earth, a blur of spots against the golden savanna. Every muscle and bone, from its flexible spine to its powerful legs, is honed for one breathtaking purpose. That purpose is the chase, the thrilling pursuit of survival. Unlike its powerful feline cousins, who rely on ambush and brute strength, the cheetah's strategy is open pursuit, a high-stakes gamble played out in the open. It relies on raw acceleration, an explosive burst of speed from a standstill, rather than stealth and cunning. But this specialization, this incredible gift of speed, comes at a cost, demanding a delicate balance of energy and endurance. The cheetah is a delicate, finely tuned instrument, a masterpiece of natural engineering. And its existence is a precarious balancing act, a constant negotiation with the harsh realities of its environment. Its semi-retractable claws, a unique feature among felines, act like a sprinter's spikes, providing crucial grip on the ground. And its name, Acinonyx jubatus, hints at its unique adaptations, a subtle nod to the features that set it apart. The cheetah is a creature of contrasts, a paradox embodied in fur and muscle. It possesses immense power, a raw, untamed force contained within a slender frame. It is a solitary hunter, often seen as a loner, yet it can form deep bonds, especially between mother and cubs. It is a symbol of wild freedom, a creature of the open plains, now increasingly dependent on human help for its survival. Understanding the cheetah is to understand something far greater. It is to understand the intricate connections that bind all life on our planet, the delicate web of interdependence that sustains us all. Its story is one of evolution, a journey millions of years in the making, adaptation, and it highlights the constant pressures of the wild, the relentless struggle for survival in a world that is both beautiful and unforgiving. Today, as we watch this magnificent cat navigate the challenges of the modern world, facing habitat loss and human encroachment, we're reminded of the fragility of even the most spectacular forms of life, and the urgent need to protect them for generations to come. The cheetah's appearance is a perfect marriage of form and function. Its pale, tawny coat, covered in solid black spots, provides camouflage in the savanna grasses. Black tear marks run from the eyes to the mouth, absorbing sunlight and helping focus during high-speed chases. With a small, rounded head and high-set eyes, the cheetah has a panoramic field of view, essential for spotting prey. Lightweight and slender, adults weigh between 34 and 54 kilograms, standing about 75 centimeters at the shoulder. Its long, muscular tail acts as a rudder, allowing sharp turns at speed. Cubs are born with a silvery mantle of fur, providing camouflage and possibly mimicking the fierce honey badger. As they grow, this mantle is replaced by the iconic spotted coat, marking their transition to adulthood. Every feature of the cheetah's body is built for speed and survival in the open plains. The cheetah's legendary speed, up to 114 kilometers per hour, is the result of millions of years of evolution. Its long legs and flexible spine allow for a stride over 7 meters, while semi-retractable claws provide constant traction. Hard, ridged paw pads ensure grip on unstable ground, channeling every ounce of power into forward motion. Internally, the cheetah is supercharged enlarged lungs, nasal passages, and a powerful heart maximize oxygen delivery. During a chase, its breathing rate can soar to 150 breaths per minute, fueling short, intense sprints. But this system is so extreme that a chase rarely lasts more than 300 meters before overheating becomes a risk. The tail acts as a sophisticated rudder, stabilizing the cheetah during hairpin turns. It's this combination flexible spine, gripping claws, supercharged physiology, and a balancing tail that makes the cheetah the undisputed champion of speed. Every adaptation is fine-tuned for one thing, the explosive pursuit of prey, but such specialization leaves little margin for error in the wild. The cheetah is synonymous with Africa's open grasslands and savannas, where space and cover are vital for hunting. Historically, cheetahs ranged across Africa and into Asia, thriving wherever open land and prey were abundant. Today, their numbers have plummeted, with most surviving in small pockets of sub-Saharan Africa. The largest populations are found in Namibia, Botswana, Kenya, and Tanzania. In Asia, only a few dozen Asiatic cheetahs remain in Iran, a ghost of a once vast range. Habitat loss and fragmentation have pushed cheetahs into ever smaller corners of their ancestral home. Their survival now depends on the preservation of these shrinking open spaces. Cheetahs are diurnal hunters, meaning they prefer to hunt during the day when visibility is optimal. This is a key adaptation that shapes their entire hunting strategy. They are most active in the cooler hours of morning and late afternoon, when the sun isn't at its strongest, allowing them to conserve energy and prevent overheating during high-speed chases. This also helps in avoiding direct competition with nocturnal predators like lions, hyenas, or leopards, who dominate the nighttime hunting scene. Their primary prey consists of small to medium-sized antelopes, particularly Thompson's gazelles, springboks, and impalas, all of which are abundant in their savanna habitats. However, they're opportunistic hunters, and will also hunt smaller animals like hares and birds when necessary, especially when larger prey is scarce. The hunt begins with patience and stealth, a careful assessment of the target and the surrounding environment. Cheetahs often use vantage points, such as small hills or termite mounds, to spot potential prey from a distance. They rely heavily on their spotted coats for camouflage, blending seamlessly into the tall grasses of the African savanna. Closing in to within 50 to 100 meters, the cheetah gets as close as possible without alerting the prey. Then, the cheetah launches a lightning-fast sprint, accelerating to incredible speeds in a matter of seconds. The chase is a thrilling test of speed and agility for both predator and prey, a desperate dance of survival. With the cheetah mirroring every zigzag and sudden turn of its prey, the chase becomes a high-stakes game of reflexes. The cheetah uses its long tail for balance, acting as a rudder to maintain stability during sharp turns. The ultimate goal is to trip the prey with a swift hook of the paw, disrupting its balance and momentum. Once the prey is down, the cheetah delivers a suffocating bite to the throat, cutting off its air supply. After the kill, the cheetah is often vulnerable, its energy reserves depleted after the intense sprint. Exhausted and overheated, the cheetah needs to recover quickly, but time is of the essence. It must eat quickly before scavengers arrive, drawn by the scent of fresh kill. Tragically, many of the cheetah's hard-won kills are stolen by larger, more powerful predators like lions, hyenas, or even leopards, who are not afraid to challenge the cheetah for its meal. This often forces the cheetah to abandon its kill and begin the arduous hunt all over again. This relentless cycle of hunting and loss is a constant reality, and it defines the cheetah's daily struggle for survival in the harsh African savanna. Every meal is hard-won, a testament to the cheetah's incredible speed and hunting prowess. But even with its remarkable abilities, survival is never guaranteed in this competitive landscape. The cheetah's speed is both its greatest asset, allowing it to catch prey that other predators cannot, and its greatest vulnerability, leaving it exhausted and exposed after each high-speed chase. Cheetah society is unique among big cats, with a clear divide between the sexes. Adult females are solitary, roaming vast territories alone except when raising cubs. Males, on the other hand, often form coalitions, usually brothers, gaining strength in numbers to defend territory and access to females. These coalitions are lifelong partnerships, providing a rare social bond in the feline world. Cubs are born after a 3-month gestation, hidden in secluded dens and vulnerable to predators. Mortality rates are staggering. Up to 90% of cubs may not survive to adulthood, mostly due to predation. Surviving cubs spend up to 18 months with their mother, learning to hunt through practice with live prey. The apprenticeship is long and perilous, with only the most resilient reaching maturity. The cheetah's social structure and high cub mortality make every adult a rare survivor. Each new generation faces the same unforgiving odds on the savanna. The cheetah's evolutionary story began millions of years ago, with ancestors in North America before spreading to Asia and Africa. A severe population bottleneck around the end of the last ice age left today's cheetahs with extremely low genetic diversity. This genetic uniformity makes them vulnerable to disease and environmental changes. Health issues, such as abnormal sperm and disease susceptibility, are linked to this lack of variation. Despite these challenges, cheetahs have survived for thousands of years. Every individual lost is a blow to an already shallow gene pool. Conservation is critical, not just to save a species, but to preserve a unique evolutionary lineage. The cheetah's fragile genetics are a stark reminder of how close extinction can be. Scientists recognize several cheetah subspecies, each adapted to different regions of Africa and Asia. The most numerous are in southern and eastern Africa, while the critically endangered Asiatic cheetah survives only in Iran. Subspecies differences are subtle, often requiring genetic analysis, but reflect the cheetah's former wide range. Among southern African cheetahs, a rare genetic variant appears, the king cheetah, with bold stripes and blotches instead of spots. Once thought a separate species, the king cheetah is simply a striking morph caused by a rare recessive gene. In every other way, it is a normal cheetah. Fast, agile, and solitary or social depending on sex. The king cheetah is a reminder that even in a species known for genetic uniformity, nature can surprise us. These rare variations are living proof of the cheetah's enduring adaptability. The cheetah, the world's fastest land animal, is now in a desperate race, not just against its prey, but for its very survival. It's currently listed as vulnerable on the endangered species list, but the cheetah population is facing a rapid and concerning decline in many regions across Africa and parts of Asia. Habitat loss, human-wildlife conflict, and intense competition with larger, more powerful predators are the main threats jeopardizing their existence. As vast open grasslands, the cheetah's natural hunting grounds, are increasingly converted to farmland and settlements, cheetahs are pushed into closer proximity and inevitably into conflict with humans, sometimes preying on vulnerable livestock out of desperation, and tragically facing retaliatory killings as a result. Even within the supposed safety of protected areas and national parks, lions and hyenas pose a constant threat to both adult cheetahs and their highly vulnerable cubs, making day-to-day survival a constant and precarious challenge for these magnificent cats. Historically revered by royalty and often used in hunting parties, cheetahs have, unfortunately, not been spared from the relentless pressures of modern development and human expansion. Their numbers have plummeted dramatically from an estimated 100,000 individuals to a dangerously low fewer than 12,000 in just over a century, a truly alarming decline. Current conservation efforts are primarily focused on proactively reducing human-wildlife conflict, implementing strategies for protecting vulnerable livestock from predation, and crucially, connecting fragmented habitats with wildlife corridors to allow cheetah populations to freely move, expand their territories, and interbreed, maintaining genetic diversity. Ongoing research and comprehensive tracking programs are also essential, providing vital data and insights for developing more effective conservation strategies. The cheetah is undoubtedly a survivor, an incredibly adaptable creature, but it has never before faced a challenge of this magnitude, a threat that could potentially push it to the brink of extinction. Protecting this iconic sprinter, this symbol of the African savanna, ultimately means preserving the vast wild spaces it represents, safeguarding entire ecosystems for future generations. The future of the cheetah, and indeed the health of our planet, depends entirely on the actions we take today. If we succeed in our conservation efforts, if we can turn the tide, then the arrow of the savanna, the magnificent cheetah, will continue to fly gracefully across the golden plains for generations to come.